I want to tell you about the night I learned never to try to stop my dad snoring. Every night in my house is a little noisy. My dad works hard, and when he is tired, he snores like a motorcycle. Sometimes it is funny. Sometimes it is too loud. But this one Saturday night was very special. That evening, we were all in the living room. Dad was on the sofa, watching TV. Mom was reading a book. My sister Emma and I were playing on the floor. The lights were soft, and everything felt calm and normal. Then Dad yawned and said, "I am so tired. I will close my eyes for just 5 minutes." I looked at Emma because I knew what was coming. At first, everything was quiet. I heard the TV and our game pieces. Then I heard a small sound from Dad, HRRR. The sound grew louder and louder until it was a full HHHRRR. My dad was officially asleep. My dad was officially snoring. Emma started to laugh, and I tried not to. Later, Dad woke up and went to bed. Mom told him to sleep in the guest room because she wanted a quiet night. I thought that was a good idea. Maybe, for once, we could all sleep without the monster snoring. We turned off the lights, went to our rooms, and got into bed. I hoped the house would stay quiet. Of course, it did not. After a few minutes, I heard it again, this time from the guest room. The sound traveled down the hallway and into our room. Emma was in the top bunk, and I was in the bottom bunk. She whispered, "Are you awake?" I whispered back, "Yes." How can I sleep with that noise? The walls almost shook. Mom came to our room and said we needed a plan. She called it Plan B. Plan B was simple but scary. We would go into the guest room and try to move Dad onto his side. When he sleeps on his back, he snores more. When he sleeps on his side, he snores less. In theory, it sounded easy. In real life, it felt like trying to move a sleeping elephant. We walked quietly to the guest room. The closer we got, the louder the sound became. When we opened the door, I saw my dad on his back, mouth open, snoring like a dragon. Mom whispered instructions. Emma took his arm, I took the blanket near his feet, and Mom held his shoulder. On the count of 3, we pushed very gently and rolled him onto his side. For 2 seconds, there was silence. It felt like magic. Then the snoring came back, but now it sounded different. It was higher and funnier, like a trumpet. I tried to stay serious, but I started laughing. Emma laughed too. Mom tried to hide her smile. Our quiet rescue mission had turned into a late-night comedy show. Dad was sleeping, snoring, and we were standing there in the dark, shaking with laughter. Suddenly, Dad opened one eye and looked at us. "What are you all doing here?" he asked in a sleepy voice. We froze. I felt my face get hot. Emma said, "No, thing," in a tiny voice. Mom smiled and said we were just checking if he was comfortable. Dad smiled back and said he knew he snored and he was sorry for keeping us awake. In that moment, I felt a little bad. We talk about his snoring like it is a big problem, but we never tell him something important. When he is gone on a business trip, the house feels strange and empty. On those nights, I lie in bed and listen to the silence. I think about the sound of his snoring, and I actually miss it. I never told him that before. Mom told Dad that his snoring, even if it is loud and crazy, tells us that he is here and safe. I saw Dad's face change. He didn't look embarrassed anymore. He looked warm and happy. He lay back down on his side and joked that he would try to snore softly. We all knew that was impossible, but we agreed anyway. Then Emma and I went back to our room. In bed, I listened to the house. I heard the clock ticking, the fridge humming, the wind outside, and my dad snoring in the guest room. All those sounds together felt like our family's music. The snoring was not just noise anymore. It was proof that my dad was home, not driving somewhere late at night, not sitting alone in an office, not on a plane in the dark sky. He was right there, sleeping, safe. As I closed my eyes, I thought about our mission to stop the snoring. We tried to move him. We tried to be clever. But in the end, the snoring came back, and maybe that was okay. That night I understood something new. Sometimes the things that annoy you are also the things that make you feel safe. Now, When I hear my dad snore, I smile a little in the dark. I still can't always sleep, but I don't want the sound to disappear. I never want to stop my dad snoring completely.